Don't eat the yellow snow, and welcome, my friends. Today we are heading back into Act 6.1.1 to tear up another path, bringing in the good old Ghost Quad Squad and my boy Sentinel, who turned out to be useless because this entire lane was candy for Ghost. But hey, who knows? Next time, maybe he'll see some action. Heading into the first fight, we've got Moon Knight, aka Bitch with a Stick, and yes, he has a 50% chance to evade because of Can't Touch This, so we're gonna take it easy and use the Newton's Cradle style of playing Ghost. Dash back, miss hit, rinse, wash, repeat until we got ourselves a nice little special 2. But unfortunately, we were cock-blocked by his special 1, took a little degen damage from no retreat, but we throw our special 2, and Moon Knight is almost dead. We're gonna phase back, kick him in the face a few times, build to a special 1, and that's gonna be pretty much it for this guy. Through the power of video editing and short attention spans, we are at the next fight, which happens to be Cable. Now, I'd like to say this fight was a challenge, but Cable is a dumpster fire of a champion, and he can be easily defeated by just about anybody. There's really nothing special to worry about. He gains buffs once in a while, but big whoop. We're gonna get to our special 2, and much like Netflix, we put Cable out of business. The next fight is Cyclops, who I feel kind of bad for. Not only can it be very difficult to see with that dumbass mask on his face, but God forbid he opens his eyes and fucking laser beams shoot out. But not to worry, Ghost is well equipped for any situation, including laser beam eyes. We throw our special 2, which is unblockable thanks to 6-star Wasp, and with that, this X-Man is almost dead. I was hoping he would open his eyes, but he was being very stingy, so we just took him down. My next victim is Deadpool X-Force, and I have absolutely nothing good to say about him. This champion is a disgrace to the character and should be thrown in the garbage. This guy is one of the most straightforward fights in the game, minus that pesky power gain that he gets around 30% health. That shit is annoying. But during this incredibly boring Special 3, I'd like to tell you about today's sponsors. The Erect Scholarship, which stands for Edward Richards Emu College Tuition Fund, providing financial aid to mentally challenged emus. Just kidding, that's not a real sponsor. I just thought it'd be fun to pretend that I do this for a living. With the Special 3 animation over, we're back in the fight only long enough to professionally let go of block and get smacked in the face, but with a quick kick to the head, Mr. Poole is dead. Moving along, we have this red rocket-looking goofy cape-wearing bent frying pan head known as Magneto, who could be a huge pain in the butt due to his wonderful abilities to reduce our abilities.
Enemies reliant on metal suffer 40% reduced ability accuracy.
Now, I must have failed my kindergarten texture class, but I don't see very much metal on Ghost. So I'm not sure how he reduces our abilities, but what do I know? I do eat the turkey neck at Thanksgiving. Because of this, it makes fighting Mr. Purple Underwear a bit more tricky because all of our fun mechanics, like phasing, aren't gonna work 100% of the time. I tend to fight Magneto like a regular champion, and if Ghost's abilities work, then that's just an extra bonus. But even when they don't, she still hits pretty damn hard. Now, I didn't read the note, so I didn't notice that there was masochism on this note as well, so not only do the parries not work, but he's gaining regeneration. We throw a special 2, which did not crit. Thankfully, we were able to phase his special, and a few hits later, he's dead. Closing in on the end, we have Taskmaster, and the only task I've given this master of tasks is the task for him to become a member of the KO Club, which Ghost's hands and feet are happy to help. Do note that this dirty dog can and will exploit all of your attacks, lights, mediums, and heavies, and all of your specials. He will exploit them for his own gain, and he can potentially evade whichever attack has landed last. But if you're using Ghost, you know that sometimes her guaranteed crits can't be evaded. So we finish him off with a few medium kicks, and we are moving on to the boss. Finally, on to Sabretooth. Now, I went in with such a great plan on how to ruin his day, but of course my inability to be good at this game rendered my attempts useless. But for a scrub, this is as good as it gets. So the name of the game to slay this furry freak is to stick to mediums for now, is to reduce the amount of regen we give him. throw our specials when we can, and get his ass in the corner and rock our heavy attack. Now, due to circumstances beyond my control, I was having some issues getting him into the corner. But once we do, you'll see my master level 200 IQ plan unfold. But not before eating the last hit of his special one, and we lost a huge chunk of health. It takes true skill to let go of block like that. Now, with Sabretooth back in the corner, we build some Furies for some extra attack and launch a pretty hefty special too. But it wasn't enough to get him down. That regeneration is healing him faster than I could say fur coat wearing somebody's looking doofus. Now at this point, my health is looking like the toilet bowl after I eat Taco Bell, and I can feel my blood pressure rising. If this guy so much as farts, I'm dead. And fart he will, ladies and gentlemen. Sparing myself the embarrassment of reviving, we are back in the fight already. Knowing what I know from the first match, I didn't want to mess around, so I wanted to get him back in the corner and start spamming my heavies. Now, at this point, I know what you're thinking. Why am I torturing myself like this when I could easily bring in Sentinel and heal block him? Well, I'm an idiot. And I enjoy making this game way more difficult for myself, and I have absolute faith my girl Ghost can out-damage this regen. We're taking some degen damage, we're taking some block damage. Oh, this run is going about as great as the first one, and by great, I mean absolute horse shit. I throw my heavy attack, finally get no Furies, throw a special 2, and Saberman is... oh, he's hanging on by a thread. At this point, I'm thinking, just get to a special 1, and now I'm angry. Now I want blood. I'm back in for a third time to kick his ass, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Get to the special 1, and this fight's over. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to do the thing. Remember to do the thing all the YouTube people tell you to do. You're smart people. You'll figure it out. I'll catch you on the flip side.